It's always interested me, and I guess because we had a number of children at Chicken Shed who had died during my time at the theatre, and seeing how people cope with the death of a child is something I've always dreaded all my life. One of my children, my second daughter, was desperately ill for 2 years. We were in and out of hospital, and children on the ward died while we were there. So its death has been close, but yet I think we're all protected from death. And when somebody dies, when my late husband died, they're kind of whipped away, and then it's handed over to professionals. But having seen my dad go to dying and having had him at home with me, I wanted to share that experience through Suki's story, because death, in my case, for my father and for Suki, was not to be feared. But that's because we live in this, amazing country with the wonderful NHS. And although sometimes it takes time for the wheels to start chugging round, and in my own case, I got my first payment of a carer's allowance the week after my dad died, but I'd been looking after him for almost 2 years. So I think we just should be very grateful, and people like the Macmillan nurses, who are just fantastic. And I wanted to share that story so that if anybody is facing that, I can't say don't be afraid of dying or being there for the death of your loved one, but don't be afraid of asking questions, and don't be afraid of challenging the conventional traditions of dealing with dying. Because, in the old days, according to Mr. Cabaret, Suki's funeral director, people kept people at home and they mourned differently. Now it's almost like, right, away to the funeral home, have the funeral, scatter the ashes, and on we go. And I don't think people are allowed time enough to grieve in our society.